Hey guys, how do you make good wireless headphones? You take Bluetooth and you slap it on top of decently sounding headphones, right? Or you could go with Jabra. Jabra actually paid extra attention and added a couple of interesting features. Now, Jabra is a brand that I associate with the business lineup, but what I've got in my hands are Jabra Elite 85H. And just to clear this up, 85H doesn't stand for battery lifetime, even though 85 hours would be pretty impressive, but they stand for pretty good headphones. We already know what the 85H doesn't stand for, so let's take a closer look what the Elite stands for in these Jabra headphones. Elite could stand for the price point, as these gonna cost you around £170 in UK and $200 in US. So let's take a closer look and see what are you actually paying for. Now you're definitely paying for quality design. These feel absolutely fantastic in my hands. They covered with a canvas, which is something unusual, and the padding itself, it's a fox leather with a very soft memory foam. They actually feel fantastic around the ears and create a perfect seal around the earlobes. Foldable design decreases the amount of storage required to carry them and powers them on and off when not in use. And while they might lacking fancy features like these Sennheisers, which comes with NFC, pairing and touch controls, they have perfectly adequate buttons controls. Those are 3 buttons to control the usual Bluetooth features and separate buttons for active noise cancellation and voice assistant. In addition to that, you'll find USB Type-C charging, which is very nice, and also 3.5mm audio jack, just in case you want to use them in a more traditional way. All of that is delivered to you in a color match etui or carrying case with a 3.5mm audio cable, airplane adapter, and ridiculously short USB Type-C cable. Come on guys, you could have just included a proper cable. So you definitely know you're not paying for the USB Type-C cable, so what are you exactly paying for? You could use these headphones without any associated app, but you would be missing out because the Jabra Elite 85H come with Sound Plus app. And this is where the Jabra experience actually starts, because it's not all about the sound, but how you use your headphones and how you personalize the sound experience. These are the first headphones that let me customize the way I use it. So if I don't like the voice notifications, I can simply swap it over for tones instead or disable it altogether. I really wish more manufacturers would do that because it's awesome. But it goes further than that. You can select your own voice assistant activated with a button, so you don't have to use the default selected by the phone. And if you fancy more configurations, then you can even select whether you want to use on-ear detection, sleep duration mode, and several options handling calls, answering via voice commands, etc. Honestly, you're going to spend in that menu about 5 to 10 minutes figuring out which features you want to have enabled and change to suit your needs. Those were the options, but I haven't even touched on the features, so let's start with that. Jabra Sound Plus comes with 4 different sound modes, and those are not just your usual equalizer presets. There are profiles that include the equalizer preset, settings for active noise cancellation, hear-through, and unique sound identification. Powered by AI, SmartSound analyzes the sounds near you using 8 microphones built into the headsets. Now don't worry, this is only done locally, so no data is shared with the internet. You don't have to get paranoid. That information then is used to determine what you are actually doing or where you are, and then correct sound profile is applied. This means if you change an environment, for example, leaving your work and leaving the busy office environment and then walking down the pavement, Jabra will discover that and will set the profile matching that circumstance. This means you'll be able to either activate active noise cancellation or take advantage of a hear-through to increase your awareness. When it works, it feels like magic because suddenly your headset enters a different sound mode to match the environment, and you are able to take advantage of every feature built into a Jabra. Now, it's not perfect and it doesn't get it right. However, for the most of the part, I do enjoy having it on and taking advantage of that automatic feature. Next up is find my headphones, just in case you leave them behind. If you don't recall where they are, open the app and the map will show you the last position where the headphones were disconnected. I only wish they would take it a little bit further, bind it with an account in case they get stolen, so next time someone's gonna try to register them, they'll pop back on the map as well and maybe increase the chances of the headphones recovery. Something that I didn't expect is to find Soundscape. It's the collection of ambient noises and natural ambient sounds available from the app itself. Now, my favorites, frogs and crickets, are missing, but who knows, maybe they're gonna add them after this review in a software updates. These actually get patched up quite often. You probably know that I work in a busy environment filled with repetitive robotic sounds, so active noise cancellation keeps me sane. While ANC alone isn't going to cut off all the sounds around you, I've tried my best to demonstrate the feature for you by standing next to a CNC mill and experimenting with headphones. See it for yourself. It's not just active noise cancellations that use those 8 microphone array on Jabra Elite 85H. There is also a hear-through. Now, option, as the name suggests, allows the ambient sounds to go through your headphones whether you're listening to music or not. And while they don't have a superhero mode, so you're not going to hear everything else louder than it actually is, you'll be able to have a decent conversation while the headphones are on. It's very useful if you just want to exchange a couple of quick words without actually taking the headphones off or stopping the music. But one of the things I really liked about this is the ability to connect 2 sources at once. Now, granted, this is more or less present on other headphones, but I think Jabra nailed it. Now, the first thing, handover from mobile to PC takes less than a second. That's seriously impressive. I can be connected to a mobile phone and listen to music, but the moment I'm gonna press on YouTube video, I get to enjoy the audio stream without skipping a beat. It's great. Now, the handover back to a mobile phone takes slightly longer, about 3 to 5 seconds, but I am able to forgive that. Another thing I've noticed that the auto pause works on a PC as well. Now, YouTube video was paused as soon as I removed the headphones, but the on-ear detection is actually quite clever, so it detects when the headphones are not around the ears itself. So even placing them over my head wouldn't start a playback unless the headphones were around my ears. That's seriously impressive. But you probably want to know more about the intended feature, meaning how do they sound? Whether you're watching videos or listening to the music, you're going to enjoy yourself with a nicely tuned in sound and balanced high and low tones. There's a bit of a kick in there as well, so if you want to take advantage of that, go to the sound app and kick up that bass a little bit and you'll have a really nice experience. If you want to take that sound experience even further, you can take advantage of the USB Type-C connection and connect the headphones directly. That way you're going to bypass the Bluetooth data stream limitation and you'll be able to enjoy the true capability of these headphones. I probably should mention something about microphones. There's 8 of them in total, 6 used to actually capture your voice. That's quite impressive, and given the track record of Jabra in a business environment, I'm expecting good things. So I'm going to switch that to Jabra microphones so you could have a taste for yourself. How does it sound? Now, I've tested these in a busy environment at work by having online meetings, and well, no one was complaining about my sound and everyone was happy with stuff I got to say. I do acknowledge that probably was more about what I've got to say than the sound of my fabulous voice, but you get to listen to it right now and make the judgment for yourself. So it probably comes as no surprise to you that I really like them, and they're gonna end up on my neck probably on a daily basis. Now, there is nothing particularly wrong about PXC 550, but I've paid nearly £300 when they got released for it, and you could probably match the sound quality and have much better functions for half the price if you pick Jabra Elite 85H. This is probably not the last Jabra product because something tells me I'm gonna get hands on the wireless earbuds, and I've been looking for a cycling headphones for some time. So if you fancy watching that video, then stay tuned. Now, I do not have a posting schedule, so if you would like to get updates whenever something new is out, it's best to follow me on social media, or you know how the YouTube works, you can take advantage of that. As for now guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, bye!